Coming to you with a review of the Star Trek movie Into Darkness. Spoiler alert, if you haven't seen it yet, don't watch, because plot points will be revealed. So if you're still here, let's get to it. As I talked about my preview review, I was concerned about having the main villain be Khan, and sure enough, there he was. And the whole story is basically a ripoff of the original Wrath of Khan, where they took the story, basically flip flop Spock and Kirk's roles, even to the part of sacrificing themselves at the end, which is, to me, it is one of the biggest cop outs, easiest script writing, storytelling, just rip off way of doing something. And I am so glad that J.J. Abrams is off of Star Trek, because now he can go fucking ruin Star Wars and he can leave Star Trek alone. I'm already hoping that we get someone good like Zack Snyder, who's doing the upcoming Superman movie. Someone like him, who's not going to screw around and fuck shit up like Abrams does. I mean, all he basically did was made the franchise interesting by kind of updating it, and for that, I'll give him credit. Other than that, all he's done is the same one trick pony act that he does with his other vehicles like Lost, if you ever seen that show. It seems like he can't go beyond a certain box of drama. Everything has to stay within a certain area and he can't expand upon it. Now, I talked with Expert and he loved this movie, and I think it's probably because of his age. Probably wasn't, even though Wrath of Khan was, a little bit, I was young when that first came out. Stacking that up against all the other films, it still holds up today. It still has one of the better stories. It's now I know you want to make a series connect, you want to have people connect with the new franchise, and I'm fine with that. But it seems like they took two movies to basically get to a new direction with the new Star Trek. So if you see the film and you see the ending, only now they're going on this 5 year journey into the unknown, which only now are Spock and Kirk friends. Spock is where he should be. Same with Kirk. They set up a lot of stuff. Now, I will give credit to saying that the characters are very entertaining, very engaging, and I want to see these characters in other roles. However, I do not want to see the same story that I've already seen. It's ridiculous. I saw this 20 years ago. Wrath of Khan, look it up. I mean, it's a joke. It really is pathetic. I think it's almost offensive to any Star Trek fan, because it is basically a rehash, with an update sprinkled in. I mean, Christ, I could have fucking wrote that. I mean, come on, how hard was that? Oh, let's revisit Khan and bring him back, update it, modernize him. Great, real hard to do. Okay, and now one of the comments that Expert made was, look at all the pretty graphics and look at all the visuals. Well, you know what? I can see that in a video game. Okay, I can see that looking outside. I can see that on artwork on DeviantArt. All right, a movie is supposed to tell a story, something that is you cannot get anywhere else. It's supposed to take the characters into a new place. It's supposed to make them better. It's supposed to show weaknesses and new strength and take them on a journey from something that they didn't know about before to something new. Now, that's very obvious what it was for Spock. But for Kirk, what really happened? He died. Oh, and he comes back because of Khan's blood. Big stretch there, J.J. Abrams, and all your freaking lens flares. I must have counted at least 500 before I just stopped. And even some of the most important scenes had that goddamn lens flare going on. So I'm so glad he's going over to Star Wars. So he's probably gonna. I'll make a prediction right now. I will predict that in the next Star Wars 7, he's gonna swap Han Solo and Luke. Han Solo will be on with the Force powers now, and Luke will be the swashbuckling pirate smuggler dude, because of whatever reason, because that's J.J. Abrams. He just likes to fuck shit up. And let's how about this? Why don't we have Princess Leia go out with the Wookiee? There you go. Then maybe you'll get Force powered Ewoks. There you go. Another fucking piece of shit mutant little fucking furry thing Ewoks. I hate those things, and he'll probably make them the star of the next fucking franchise, because he wants to have a little furry thing that make everyone happy. And it's interesting to note that the real reason why J.J. Abrams left Star Trek and is going to Star Wars is because of merchandising. CBS actually owns the rights to all of the TV broadcast versions of Star Trek. That include the original series, Next Generation, Deep Space Nine, Voyager, and the new Star Trek. So because of that, he can't sell and make money off of all that merchandise. He only makes money off of the two new films. I'm here for what's probably gonna happen with Star Wars. The first film will probably be okay, and then once his fingerprints get more involved, it'll just fuck that up even more than George Lucas could. So that's a pretty tall order, pretty amazing task when you think about it. But I think JJ can do it. I mean, fuck, he made Lost go on for 6 years on a story about nothing. Some guy died and he had a fucking dream that lasted six fucking seasons. What do you fucking do? And if you ever want to see an interesting thing about J.J. Abrams, go Google his TED Talk, TED Talk, where he talks about his magic mystery box as a kid that he got. And he never opens it because he doesn't want to know what's inside. And that's his problem. When you don't have a mechanism in place to explain what happens and what goes on with the story, that's the reason why things don't work. And I know you're going to say, oh, it's creative, let the person come to their own realization. But you know what? That form of storytelling is for books. If you want to tell a visual story, you have to show stuff on screen, not leave it up to whatever you want to have it be. I give it a 7 out of 10 only because the characters are interesting. You get to see, there are some funny one liners. You get to see more of a relationship between the characters, and we finally get to see more of the friendship that Kirk and Spock should have, anyways. The one that he screwed up in the first one, he finally fixed it in the second one. Freaking idiot. So, that is my take on it. I know a lot of you will probably disagree, but hey, that's why we're here.